Orser, Boitano, and Scott Hamilton as we move to the men's competition at the World Challenge of Champions in Paris. We asked Scott Hamilton what it was like for him to be involved in another Battle of the Bryans.
The focus for the last 4 years has been on the Battle of the Bryans. And, you know, that will definitely, as far as people looking at me to do well in this championship, again, it's the Battle of the Bryans. So for me, there's really not as much pressure as there could be if I was expecting to go in and challenge these guys. But at the same time, you know, and it comes around where, I guess in a political sense or in a judging sense, it would be tough for me to beat those guys if they skate well. But then again, what goes around comes around. When I was coming out of the Olympics, it was tough for people to beat me.
As a professional now, Scott doesn't compete very often, but when he does, he gets very excited about it. He still is tough to beat. Working with me again is two-time Olympian and 1981 world silver medalist David Santee. And what we're going to watch, David, is something that Scott has been working very hard on. It's called Hamilton Fantasy, composed for him by Chick Corea.
The first jump in Scott's program, a triple Lutz, is absolutely critical to his chances in this competition. Both Bryans will be doing a multitude of jumps, so it's really important that he hit this first jump. Al, in all my years of skating, I have never seen Scott miss that jump before. He didn't really look like he wanted to go for that jump even going into it. It was just very tentative.
And so early in the routine, that makes it a little bit more difficult to carry on. Knowing maybe in the back of his mind, David, that a mistake like that, especially when you're competing against an Orser and a Boitano, makes it even more difficult. This is a very different piece of music. It has the Chick Corea emblem on it, to be sure. It sometimes goes in one direction when you think it might head in another, and it's very different in terms of figure skating choreography. How do you think that'll affect the judging with this music in mind?
Well, the more you watch this program, the more comfortable it gets. Unfortunately, the judge is only going to see this program one time.
The way it came about was that Scott choreographed a routine that he wanted to do, videotaped it, sent it to Chick Corea, someone he has idolized for a long time, and then Chick Corea put it to music. So it was actually done in reverse to the norm. The thousands of people who have seen Scott Hamilton, the professional, have come to expect some very unique...
Scott Hamilton.
and different things from him, and this program delivered.
And here's the critical mistake that may cost him this competition. You'll notice he just doesn't get a good spring off the takeoff. You just wonder if he really felt like he was going to land that jump. It's an example of Scott's unique and different footwork. This is one of the things that makes Scott such a great skater, his ability to do such unusual things in his programs.
4 9/8s and 3 9/9s, and another set of scores still to come. Let's go down to Donna DeVerona, who's with Scott.
Wow, that was generous. That was real generous.
Do you like your technical score?
It's better than I thought. If you look back, that's about, wow. That's the first triple Lutz I've ever missed in competition in my life.
I know. How important was it for you to do that because both Bryans were here? Were you thinking of that?
I knew if I skated bad, I'd be third. And if I skated my best, I could also be third against these guys. So I'm just here to skate and skate well and learn what I have to do to compete with these